Have any of you ever had a relationship that started out mutually beneficial and then over time collapsed due to conflicts? My name is Cameron Babb, and my presentation is on conflict avoidance strategies within an interpersonal relationship. My study is on how the recognition of conflict styles in the 7 stages of conflict allows people within an interpersonal relationship to become aware of differences, explain the frustrations with one another, and resolve conflicts in a peaceful and sometimes constructive way that builds new insight. Today, I will speak about interpersonal relationships and more specifically the 7 stages of conflict, whether conflicts are constructive or destructive, and recognition of conflict styles all within my workplace and how it has allowed me to better communicate with coworkers, and in specific, my longtime friend and as of recent coworker, Jordan. The 7 stages of conflict are latent, conflict emergence, conflict escalation, stalemate, de-escalation, dispute settlement, and the post-conflict stage. Through my personal experience, the latent stage can be the most important in avoiding a potential conflict. During the latent stage, we recognize the differences of opinion between two members in an interpersonal relationship. This can be an essential step to finding common ground where you believe there to be differences. Kate Matsudera's academic journal, Resolving Conflict, puts emphasis on giving up the idea of winning, looking for common ground, and not blowing up when entering a conflict with a coworker. These preliminary actions to conflict allow us not ever to exit the latent stage and instead resolve a conflict or issue before it escalates and get out of hand. Before focusing on conflict avoidance strategies, I allowed my issues with coworkers to become mutually aggressive, meaning that we would focus on our own needs rather than focusing on the needs of the workplace or the relationship itself. For example, my good longtime friend since high school, Jordan, became an employee of the restaurant where I work, and a few months ago, and I've been there for about 2.5 years, and felt like it would be enjoyable to bring a close friend into the environment that I spend most of my evenings in. We instantly became competitive in the workplace and began to drift apart based on minor issues at work, such as tip sizes, who would be getting off first, etc. Over time, Jordan and I have refined our conflict styles, and through the knowledge I have received in this course, conflicts have become easier to detect, and helpful strategies such as compromisation and collaboration make conflicts also easier to deal with. Now, my friend and coworker Jordan has become an even closer friend because we have put aside our differences in the workplace and cut straight to the source of conflicts when they arise. We have become aware of the concerns, needs of each other and ourselves through the use of assertive and effective language. This concept has made communication with Jordan more constructive and mutually beneficial. Through becoming aware of differences, explaining the frustrations to one another, and resolving a conflict in a mutually understood way, we as humans are given potential to decrease the likelihood of entering into destructive conflicts with people in an interpersonal relationship. Matsudera claims, at the heart of many workplace conflicts is a common goal. Two people disagreeing over strategy might have a shared goal of wanting to execute a project at its highest quality possible. Best way to resolve conflict depends upon the situation at hand, but using the tool of recognition is often a good way to create potential avoidance of conflict. We must allow room within ourselves for adaptation and change in a world filled with differing personalities and thoughts.